Stay tuned for today's video, 5 under $5 last minute Christmas gift ideas. Hey, I'm Daniela with DD's Art Workshop. If you like staying on a budget and DIYs, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Now let's jump right in and let's get crafty. We will start off with these paper bags and this glue stick. We will be making a little gift bag for an adult or a child. Next, we will be using a poster board, any thick white paper and a round shape. This is going to be our reindeer's eyes, which is what we're going to be making. We're going to be making a reindeer bag. So we need 2 circles for the eyes, something about this big. This whiteout worked perfectly. And yes, I will be giving you guys some ideas on how you can make a whole gift for under $5. Well, $5 or less. So now we're going to cut these 2 eyeballs out. This is going to be our reindeer's eyes. And I actually made something similar like this last year, but it was a big box. I actually gift wrapped my niece's gifts because their birthday's in December, and I will show you a picture of that after we're done with this. So now I'm going to use the back of my glue stick, and it's a perfect round shape. It's the perfect size. This is going to be the reindeer's 2 eyeballs. And I love this DIY, you guys, because it's so simple, so easy, but it looks super, super cute. I love it. So it could be for like a little dessert, some cookies or something, but I will show you guys what I put in my little bag. We're also going to need a nose for reindeer, and you can buy this shiny glittered foam paper at Dollar Tree. They do sell sheets. I had this large poster already at home, and it's self-adhesive as well, so I'm just going to be using that one. But I did want to let you guys know that Dollar Tree does carry them in little packets, which are awesome because it comes like, I don't remember how many come in a pack, but it's perfect for this DIY. For the antlers, I actually had some of this vinyl, and it is from Dollar Tree as well, and I love it because it's self-adhesive, of course, and you can use it for so many things. It doesn't necessarily have to be for a Cricut if you don't have a Cricut machine, but I am just freehand drawing 2 little antlers. Well, actually just one. This is going to be my stencil because I want both of them to be the same size. So I just cut out a little stencil that looks like a little cactus, as you can see, and then I'm just going to trace it and cut it out on my vinyl. And now we are ready to stick our little antlers and our eyes onto the bag. And I love that these are self-adhesive because they stick right on. And earlier I did tell you guys that you can find these glittered paper at Dollar Tree. They are like foam sheets, and they're not little. They're actually full-size sheets, like a sheet of paper, which I love so much because it's good to always have them at hand. I actually ran out of those right now, but I always have some of those. But I did have extra poster that was glitter, so it just all worked out. I really tried doing these DIYs with items I already had at home because the challenge is last minute gifts. So I just wanted to use what I already had. And well, it's actually good because I didn't spend more money, and I'm sure my husband thanks me for that. So yes, and actually I had just bought these brown bags at Dollar Tree not too long ago because I am thinking of making these for the kids in our family and filling them up with goodies. So I'm actually gonna be making this, and I already have all this stuff at home, which is so awesome, you guys. So I'm pretty excited, and I hope they like them, and I'm sure kids in your home will love them just as much because they're so fun. So moving along, I had this pretty ribbon that looks kind of like a candy cane, and it is from Dollar Tree. I bought this a while back. I had it in my ribbon craft stash, and I'm just gonna do a simple little bow. And I take a while to make my bows. I'm not an expert at it, but I do like it to look nice and as perfect as possible. So here I'm just going to show you how I do it. Pretty simple. Just loop it, and just like so, you guys. And then we're going to glue it on our reindeer. Although this looks so pretty, I think that glitter paper really just makes it pop and just makes it look so festive, so pretty. And here I'm going to show you what I'm going to stuff my little bag with. I have these Jello candy canes that my husband bought, a bag of candies, and I'm just going to fill it in with candy. And if you buy a bag, it's going to last for several bags. I do have this Mickey and this Daisy and this Squishy Pals and All of this could be under $5, you guys, because these little figures were all from Dollar Tree. You just gotta find the good toys. Now, if this is for an adult, for a girl, you can get nail polish, you can get little nail files. They have name brand items at the Dollar Tree, and you can also do that under $5. I did want to show you how I wrapped our niece's presents last year for their birthday, which their birthday is in December, and they looked super cute, you guys. This were the results. Now, I'm interrupting my own video to let you guys know that these DIYs are part of the 5 under $5 DIY challenge. Last minute gift ideas. Hosted by Missy from Crafty Cove DIY, Emily with Farm Charm Chic, and Elizabeth from Southern More Gals. Check out the playlist in the description below to meet more makers and to get more inspiration. Now for our second DIY, I found this adorable snowman mug at Dollar Tree, and I wish I would have bought more. I'm gonna have to go back and buy a few more of these. They are too cute. And believe it or not, these fuzzy socks are also from Dollar Tree, you guys. I only bought 2 pair and I'm regretting that now because they are too cute. I am putting it inside this mug and I'm adding this Swiss milk hot chocolate, which I had at home, and I'm going to be adding one of those Jello candy canes, and we're going to be using these throughout the video. And we're also going to be adding these Andes in red and in green. I didn't know Andes had cherry flavored mint candy, but we loved them, you guys. I love these little green candies, and they kind of remind me of Luby's because they always used to give us these whenever we would go to Luby's. And a reminder, all of these items are from Dollar Tree, and I will have leftovers for either home or another gift. I'm also adding Spanish moss for a final touch. If you do not have this at hand, you can always add just some cotton balls and make it look like snow. What do you think of this one? You do choose to add cotton balls because that's what you have at hand, and we're trying to do this as on a budget as possible. And last minute gifts, just go ahead and tear it apart and just add it just like so. This is actually polyfill, but you can use cotton balls, it'll work just as well. And check this out, you guys, it looks super cute as well. So there you go, you have 2 options. For our next DIY, we will be making this super cute, adorable DIY for either a baker, a mama, a teacher, or maybe even a grandma. So I purchased this little crate at Dollar Tree, and yes, I had it in my craft stash as well. And we're going to be using that same Spanish moss, and I always have this at hand, you guys. They do sell it at Dollar Tree, but 1 bag is actually, it lasts because you're not really going to use all of it at one time. So I had these little spatula and this little mixer at home. They are new. And I also had these cookie cutters from last year. They come in a pack of 6 from Dollar Tree, you guys. Super cute. And I'm just gonna add 2 of them just to give it a simple little look. It's gonna look super fancy. I'm actually gonna cut the tag off because I think it looks neater. And you can add a Swiss mix if you'd like. I'm not gonna do so because I just want it to look nice and clean and neutral. And we're just gonna tie it just like so. We're gonna add a little bow. You can add a little note on here, maybe out of a little carton or something like that, or maybe out of a paper bag. You can cut a little note on here, and this gift is ready to go. Look at the presentation, you guys. I think it looks super cute, and this is super affordable, less than $5. Let me know what you think in the comments below. For our 4th DIY, we're going to be using this can, and I had it under my sink saying I was going to use it for a DIY one day, and the time has come. You guys know how that goes. Let me know if you do this as well. But I did throw a lot of cans away recently. Yeah, I had too many. Anyway, I did clean it with Goo Gone to get that stickiness away, and we're going to be using that same poster. It's like a foam self-adhesive poster, and once again, you can purchase these at Dollar Tree. They sell them in a pack. I said this earlier in my first DIY, which I love because the sizes are like sheet sizes. They are a great size. They're self-adhesive, they are foam, and they are cheaper than getting it at another craft store, and they work great. Anyway, you guys, I am rolling this just around my can and kind of getting a measurement to see how long it has to be. That way I can cut it and wrap it around my can. We are ready to stick our glittered foam poster on our can, you guys. And I love this self-adhesive poster foam because, you guys, it's so simple. You do not have to glue it. I don't have to use my glue gun, and it doesn't have to be all lumpy. It just sticks right on, which I love. If you have any extra, just go ahead and cut it off with your scissors, just like so. Now, since my poster was self-adhesive, I'm going to be using that same little paper, the one that came off, to measure the black glittered vinyl that I'm going to be using for the belt. And this vinyl is from Dollar Tree. I always have these at hand. I love this vinyl, you guys. And once again, self-adhesive, which saves us so much trouble from gluing it. It's just much more practical. Anyway, I'm going to be using that paper for the exact length. That way I can wrap the belt around my little can. Now we need a buckle, and I had this glittery thin ribbon from Dollar Tree. I had it in my stash of ribbons, and I'm just going to be cutting a few little pieces, and I'm just going to make this into the belt buckle. Now we're almost done, and I really love how this little Santa suit is coming together, you guys. That glitter really makes it pop. Now I had this microfiber cloth in my stash. I always use it for DIYs, and I like it because it's nice and fluffy. And I decided to use this for like the little fluff that that Santa suit has. If you do not have this, and once again, if you're trying to use what you have at home, you can always substitute this with cotton balls and just wrap it or glue it around where I'm going to be actually gluing around the little cloth. I just always have one of these little cloths at hand because they are great for projects when you're trying to get little fuzzy feeling or just something fluffy on there. So as you can see, this is a scrap, so I'm going to be using it on my Santa suit, and it's going to be perfect, you guys. And what you saw me do is that I used actually the same little paper, the paper that came off the poster board, since it was self-adhesive, and I used that little paper again to measure the little fluff, just like I did with the belt. That's really cool because I don't have to, measure it again. I can just use that as my template, and I am gluing down slowly and carefully. Don't burn yourself, and I'm gonna glue it down from the inside as well. And it's already looking so cute, you guys. I am loving it. Look how pretty that looks. So now we're going to be using more of that little microfiber cloth, and we're going to use it for, the little fluff that's on Santa's coat. And I was actually going to leave it like that. You can, but I don't know. I just thought it was missing that. So I'm going to do the same thing and just glue it down the middle, just like so. Please let me know in the comments below what you're thinking of this DIY. If you love it, if you're gonna make it, if you do something different, or if you've done something similar, let me know. I would love to know, you guys. Now I'm going to be using a little bit of Mod Podge. If you do not have Mod Podge, maybe just use white Elmer's glue. And I'm just dabbing just a little bit on the edges of that microfiber cloth. You can do this with like fabric as well if you're doing a DIY and you don't want it to keep running. If you don't want it to kind of like little fuzzies to be coming off. So what I'm doing is I'm adding a little bit of glue all around. That way it stays put and nothing comes out. And I saw this girl do this online, mind on this DIY I was doing. I think I was doing a Barbie makeover. I have a Barbie that, well, she's not a Barbie, but it's a doll. And I painted her face, and she actually, for her Barbie's dresses, she adds a little Mod Podge on the fabric. That way it doesn't keep running. So I loved that tip. Anyway, you guys, I'm using some floral foam. I had these extra little scraps. I am putting it in there nice and tightly, and with some skewers, I am just putting them inside my little foamy, and I'm going to be gluing down some candies that I had. This Godiva, it's from Dollar Tree, you guys. I'm telling you guys, if you guys look, they have really good chocolates. You just got to look and find those brands. And we're going to be using that same Jello candy cane. My husband bought these. He loves Jello. I have yet to try them, but anyway, he bought these and we are using them for this DIY. We're going to be adding some of that Swiss chocolate for hot chocolate. So as you can see, this is the third DIY we use it in. I believe it's the third. We're going to be adding some of those Andes chocolates, which we did earlier as well. So you guys, as you can see, all of the candies that we have been using, we've been using it a couple of times in the DIYs, which is cool because that saves you money and you can just add a little bit here, a little bit there. And these are, once again, last minute gifts, you guys. And remember, you can add a little note that says you handmade this, because I think once somebody knows you made it, I think it just means so much more because you took the time to actually make something for them. And take a look at this little presentation. It's so cute, and the best part is that you made it. Moving along to our fifth and final DIY, I'm going to be using this wooden frame, and you can purchase it at Michael's, at your craft store, or Dollar Tree. And with some acrylic white paint, I'm just going to dry brush a little bit of white all over, you guys. And these usually run about $1 or something at any craft store. I actually used to make frames or create them or paint them or whatever, and I used to sell them on eBay for a while. And I was much younger, you guys, and I was actually selling them, so I think I need to get back on that. But anyway, did you ever sell stuff like that when you were younger? I don't know. There was one customer I remember, she would buy so many. I don't know if she was reselling them or what, but anyway, I've bought these cutouts at Dollar Tree and I love them, you guys. They are super cute. I have a couple of these different figures, and at first I really wasn't sure how I was gonna add them onto this frame, but I found a way to use them. And you guys, for this particular DIY, I was just going with the flow and just having fun with it. I had an idea kind of, but it actually changed along the way. Let me know if that happens to you guys as well. I'm actually drawing a little Christmas tree, and I just kind of sketched it out, just really basic. And now with some paint, just some green paint, I'm just going to go ahead and just paint a little tree on the left side, and then I'm also going to do one on the right side. And now with some brown, I'm just gonna paint a little stem on each of the trees. I had these little pine cones. They are from Dollar Tree and they are super cute because they're so tiny. And I thought they'd look nice since there's two little trees on each side. So just give it more of like a woods look. And a while back, I actually collected some sticks for another DIY, and I have them in a little jar. And I just decided to glue a few of those sticks to the bottom once again to stick to that like wood theme. Now I'm bringing out my little Mod Podge once again, and I decided to add a little bit of glitter to the top and around it just to kind of give it a kind of like a snowy look. And of course, glitter is always pretty, right? And the fun part is that you did make this DIY yourself. Make sure that it's nice and dry. It's gonna look super pretty once it's done. And this is the final look, you guys. Let me know what you think. I think it's so pretty once it's done by hand. It just shows so much love, I think. Here's our little Santa cup, our little reindeer gift bag, a little snowman mug, and we also have the little baker's gift. And of course, we have my Molly. She was moving the place where I was taking the picture, so it was kind of shaking, so I had to show you guys Molly. Anyway, let me know which of these DIYs was your favorite. All of these were under $5. Can you believe that? Let me know if you do make any of these and tag me on Instagram if you do. Thank you so much for crafting with me today. These gift DIYs remind me of the following Bible verse. Do not neglect to do good and to share what you have, for such sacrifices are pleasing to God. Hebrews 13:16. Don't forget to bless somebody this holiday season. And if you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And of course, spread love, kindness, and stay crafty.